person. Have you watched Black Clover? I highly recommend it. See, every time someone recommends that, they're like, all right, so it's bad at first, but after like 90 episodes, it starts getting. That's not a good pitch. I don't want to watch 90 episodes. I watched like the first, I don't know, 20. They have like 6 characters with a combined like 5 personality traits. Every time anything happens, they cut to the one character that's like, I'm here for friendship, and then they cut to the other character that's like, I'll go if there's food, and they cut to the other character that's like, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I'm gonna fawn over my little sister, and they cut to the other character that's like, oh, mumble, 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 and they cut to the other character that just sits there in silence, and that's the entire character list. They only have they only have one characteristic. Oh, someone in the chat just said, Ruby, do not get me started. No. Do not. All the Black Clover fans are going to divorce me now. All right. I tried, man. I tried. Great Gatsby literary analysis, please. No. No. Oh, God, the JoJo fans. I watched like a season. It was unique. I don't know, it wasn't bad, but I didn't feel like continuing to watch it after they went to like the next generation. And they just keep doing that, from what I can tell. All right, I'll go if there's food. Technoblade. One Piece. I only watched like 100 episodes of One Piece, which usually if you say that about a show, it means you know a lot about it. Not One Piece. That thing goes on forever. It just goes on forever. All right. Of course, I've seen Mob Psycho. What are you talking? That's like asking if I've seen One Punch Man. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. I've seen Full Metal Alchemist, Graham. Guilty. I don't know what Guilty Crown is. Demon Slayer. Seen it. Do you watch the I Hat? No. 9 Piece is 900 episodes. Ain't nobody have time for that. That is a whole lifetime. That is a lifetime show. You'll see the finale when you are 60 years old. Why is the chat spammed with math? 11 times 4. Oh, snap. We got the mathematics in the chat. All right. Soul Eater, haven't seen it. My Hero Academia, I watched a bit of it. Yojo Senki. I'd probably know if you called it by a different name. Is that the Saga of Tanya the Evil, or is that the Future Diary? I don't know. Of course I've seen Konosuba. Hunter x Hunter, yes. Good show. Although, honestly, it kind of suffers from the same thing I made fun of Black Clover for, where, yeah, it gets good after 40 episodes, but it got really good. Chimera Antark, though. Chimera Antark, pretty solid. Haven't seen Seven Deadly Sins. Haven't seen The Silent Voice. Haven't seen Goblin Slayer. I've seen a bit of Horizon of the Shield Hero. This is just an anime stream now. Have you seen yes, Jimmy Neutron, best anime. People are just they're just gonna say every name of every anime until I've said I've seen a bit of Dr. Stone. Never really got into Naruto. I watched like 2 episodes of The Promised Neverland. It didn't. I mean, it was fine. I just didn't keep my interest, you know? There's honestly a lot of shows where I'm like, this is good, and then I just don't watch it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like this. Corey in the house, yes. Avatar The Last Airbender is sick. It's incredible. Every part of that show is good, except the shipping. The shipping is trash. The writers just don't know how to... They just take the most boring possibilities, and that's what they do. But everything else about the show is good, all right? Just a masterpiece, all right. Rick and Morty, of course, I already said I watched Rick and Morty before starting the stream. Shrek, the anime. Overlord. Okay, honestly, I want to like Overlord, but it's so boring. I don't know how they have like such an interesting premise, and then they're like, you know what? So okay, here's Overlord. I have to rant about Overlord. I wanted to rant about Overlord for a while. Okay, Overlord is like, so they take this really interesting premise. They have like this random, boring Japanese salaryman that gets teleported to another world where he has to pretend to be anime Hitler and take over the world. You know, and he has all these like evil henchmen, and he can't let him know that he's a total normie. He has to act like he's a try-hard evil overlord. And you got that premise, but really he's just a normal dude that's freaking out on the inside that he's going to get exposed. And then instead of focusing on that guy for even a minute, they're like, you know what? We're going to cut to lizards. We're going to cut to lizards for 5 episodes. And when we're done with that, we're going to cut to some random girl and her dork potion friend, and we're going to follow them for 10 minutes while she gives some goblins birthday presents that aren't even in... I hate it. I don't know how they managed to mess it up, what they did. And then I don't think it's a problem with adaptation, because you go to the Reddit and everyone's like, yes, I enjoyed this. This is good. I love this. And also the CGI, but you know what I mean. It's just, am I wrong? No one's responding to what I'm saying. They're just spamming more anime names. Sword Art Online, well, the abridged is good. I've seen Reincarnated as a Slime. Of course it's a power trip. They're all power trips. But what's the point of a power trip if you just cut to characters I don't care about? See, the Overlord does these whole arcs on characters. Like, they did a whole arc on the lizards. The lizards don't matter. The end of the arc was the main character showing up like, I'm gonna, like, slightly nudge them with my pinky and completely destroy their entire society. It's like, well, what's the point of annexing them into your empire if they suck? You gained no power out of that. You just did it for fun. He's smurfing. All right. Caillou. Oh, Psyche K, yes. That's good. Play Roblox. I don't think I'm going to do that. No, not with... I don't think I'm going to change to Roblox with Kappa. Kappa just looming in the distance. We got to play only hardcore... I don't want to say adult games. That's not the right thing. Hardcore mature games is also not the right thing. You know what I mean. We got to play the real art games. All right, you know what? To avoid Capo, we're just playing Death Stranding for the next 50 hours. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me, chat. Ruby. I guess I could make fun of Ruby a bit. Ruby is like... They don't do anything. All right? I don't know. They just... Seasons like 3, they introduced like 12 billion... Do you guys see how good at math I am? I killed it. Obliterated that math problem with my giant brain. Okay, seasons 4 and 5 of Ruby, every single episode was like, oh, okay, season 5 is... I couldn't get through season 5. Every episode in season 5 would be like nothing happening for 15 minutes. And then at the very last second, like, there's one scene where there's like 2 groups of... I'm just a mathematical genius over here. Are you guys seeing my brain power? Ruby is like, every episode in season 5 is like something really cool is about to happen, and then they cut. That's the end of the episode, and then we come back to the next episode. Like, both the villain factions are finally meeting up. It looks like they're gonna have a sick battle, and it cuts to the next episode, and they're having like a tea party. Like, yes, let's do a yes collaboration, and then they walk off. Every episode is clickbait. Nothing happens. They sit around talking about their feelings. All right, it's like Ruby. Okay, Red versus Blue, which is incredible. For at least, like, I don't know, like 13 seasons or so. The brain power here. Red versus Blue is like this incredible comedy. Ruby 7 is actually interesting. It's possible it got better. I died in season 5. I'm sorry. I'm out of date. Can I really evaluate a show if I've only watched like 4.5 seasons? I'm really a beginner here. Oh god, I forgot what I was talking about. What was I? Oh, right, Red versus Blue. Red versus Blue is incredible. Watch it. Oh, it's great. Red versus Blue is like, it's this hilarious comedy. And then, like, you know what? What if we also added, like, really good drama, but we kept the comedy? And then it was, like, seasons, like, 6 through 8, I think, are the seasons, were, like, just so incredible. And you're just blown away because this is just some, like, dumb machinima, and it's still so good. And they're like, you know what if we added, like, sick animation? And then it gets even better. And then Ruby is, like, the opposite. They start out with, like, okay comedy and decent animation. Like, you know what if we just replaced all of this with drama? And then you're like, well, is it going to be good drama? And they're like, no, it's not. We're gonna yell at Ozpin for giving my uncle bird powers. Is there any reason why bird powers are bad? They were optional. He volunteered. There's no repercussions, but we're gonna be mad at Ozpin because he gave him bird powers. He's literally absorbing the soul of a teenage boy, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about the bird powers. I bet I sound insane to anyone that doesn't watch this show. They're like, why is he ranting about birds? Trust this. This is what I spend my time doing, is ranting about bird powers, okay? All right. I should actually play some. I said I was going to play Hypixel, and I just ranted about anime for a half hour. You almost got Squid to YouTube rank? That's my plan. Once he gets YouTube rank, his island capacity goes up to 15